It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Open man, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think? He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown! Mark Andrews with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action, they'll throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Okay, break.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And trying to atone for it here on this drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19. 60 Eagles. Lead alert. Check.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come two with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, the ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
2nd and 4. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it left side of Johnson. Touchdown, Eagles. Jerome Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, a run with Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now... The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball down downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos. Hurry.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Hall again on 2nd down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Play action, it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end, that's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Jackson's going to throw it. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind?
He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up